The acting national chairman of the People's Democratic Party, Umar Damagum, says former Rivers State governor and minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, is not above the party. He made this known in Abuja, and he hinted that the party leadership will sanction Wike and others who were involved in anti-party activities at the right time.
Now, his comment comes on the heels of the admonition by some stakeholders within the PDP asking Damagum to sanction Wike and others for alleged anti-party activities during the just concluded general elections. Coincidentally, the minister of the FCT has also been blamed for the ongoing political crisis in Rivers State, which is a PDP-controlled state. Some may ask, when is this due time ever going to be? And of course, remember that we're talking about a situation where members of the PDP in the state, 27 of them, boldly claim to have defected to the APC in a PDP state. It's just really, really hard to imagine what's going on. We have Ezekiel Nya-Etok joining us from Abuja. Good morning, Mr. Nya-Etok. Thanks for your time this morning.
Good morning, and thanks for having me.
Great to have you. Now, tell us what you think, and of course, does this, show what exactly the PDP is, as it claims to be the lead opposition party? If it cannot sanction one person that has continued to, seemingly carry out anti-party activities, then what does this say about the PDP? And of course, do you also think that maybe Nyesom Wike hasn't done anything that is worth being sanctioned for?
Considering anti-party.
Okay, thanks again for having me. I like to look at issues fundamentally, look at things from first principles. The very first question is PDP a political party? Now, a political party has several functions, one of which is sponsoring candidates to run for political office. As a matter of fact, one of the 4 criteria, fundamentals in the Constitution for you to vie for an office is that you must be sponsored by a political party. So that is one of the core functions of a political party. But I dare ask, is that all the functions of a party? And the answer is no. I can say this because I have been the national chairman of a party before, so I understand the fundamentals. Every party is government. Every party, every political party is government, either in waiting or in action. Now, what is government? Government is that body that sets up and has all its operational dynamics to administer good governance in its area of jurisdiction. What that means is that you must have your policy thrust, you must have your operational dynamics, you must have your guidelines, you must have your options. If you are in government, you have your options that you operate, and if you are in waiting, you have your alternates. That's what makes you an opposition, such that if the party in government goes south, you tell the people why they should not go south and should rather go north. That is what you call an opposition party. You give people options at all times. When you are government, you are able to know your people, your constituency. I dare say that the PDP has no knowledge of the membership it has in the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I say this with every sense of responsibility. How then are you a political party? You are only a sponsor of candidates. I put it to you again, since the last election, please tell me the activities that are being undertaken by the PDP at the ward level, at the chapter level, at the state level, at the national level. All you have is fight and quarrel for positions. Now come back to where I started from. Because the PDP does not function as a political party, it must be ready to take whatever it sees. The PDP cannot even talk to Wike anyhow, because there was a time that The PDP was Wike and Wike was the PDP. And I will end this first part on what I've always talked about, the three C's. The three C's. Chance, choice, consequence. The chances that come your way, the choices that you make, and the consequences of your choices. When Wike was running PDP, spending money, people were happy, sitting down and enjoying. The man tactfully captured the party. And today, we can't talk to him anyhow.
Yeah.
I hope I tried to touch the first part.
Yeah, I mean, it paints a very, very, scary picture, worrisome picture, really, of what, the lead opposition party, supposedly is like currently in Nigeria today. Go a little further and talk about maybe in detail the Fubara situation now, and I said earlier to one of the guests that I spoke with earlier that it seems like these people, and I'm talking about from top to bottom, every one of them, don't have any regard for the Constitution or for what the rule of law says. They have no regard for it. They only would use the Constitution or the judiciary when they need it to work in their favor. But they believe that when they go against the Constitution, they can destroy government house. They can bomb government house. They can bring bulldozers and bring it down. They can do whatever they can, defect to another party, every, random morning, because they know that Nigerians will see it as just a fight between political godfather and son, and then the father of the nation will come in and settle. It's embarrassing. So, does this paint a picture of what we call a democracy and how almost worthless it is?
Let me tell you something. Maybe one day I'll have the privilege of sitting down for an hour and talking to you about my personal experience as a governorship candidate in the immediate past election. When I do, you will weep for this country. Because, I think that the time has come when we must understand that to do the same thing the same way, you will get the same result. We have inadvertently handed over this country. When I say we, I'm talking of women and men of conscience, of vision and imagination. We are sitting back and expecting that one Messiah will come from heaven to solve our problems. We are so complacent and absolutely indolent. The women and men of conscience, the patriots of this country. We don't have anything called rule of law. We don't have. And I say this with exception to a few people within the judiciary who are trying very hard to have conscience in what they do. The things I saw, the things I heard, the things I witnessed are things that Nigerians need to know in detail. And then we sit down and ask yourselves, what are we doing? We don't run a democracy. We run a state capture enterprise. That's what we run. That anybody can buy anything, any day, anytime, anywhere, anyhow. The people of Rivers State should, with all due respect, with my knees on the ground, they should please shut up.
Okay.
This matter did not.
So when you say this matter will not stop, you mean that now that the president has intervened and both parties have seemingly come to a resolution or allegedly come to a resolution, now that the governor of Rivers State has said that there is no amount too much no price too high to pay for peace to reign, do you think that maybe now governance will come to the fore, even though he's been warned by the leaders, some elder statesmen who have said, Edwin Clark, for example, who has said that if he agrees to the terms of this resolution, that they will go to court because it's not in favor of the Ijaw people. So how do you see all of this playing out? Do you think that it will end up in the court, or do you think that it will just be business as usual, que sera, sera?
This morning I was taking work with my dear wife of 35 years, and the issue of River State came up. And I told my dear wife, I said, what Fubara needs as at this moment is not politicians. He needs the Josephs, people of wisdom, people with uncanny wisdom to sit him down and advise him. He needs the grace of God at the highest level. These people shouting are political jobbers. Let me tell you something. On 3 occasions, I've contested to be the governor of the state. So I'm talking with every sense of responsibility. In PDP, before I left, I'd risen to the point of being the Ward and Local Government Congress chairman of the PDP to one of the states. It's one of the highest responsibilities you can have because you effectively go to set up the structure of the party in that state. I have been the national chairman of the party, so I speak with informed knowledge. There are 2 sets of people that are available to a commissioner, to a governor. One is the politician. The politician owes you no allegiances. He owes you nothing except his interest. He looks for what you want to tells you. So what Mr. Fubara needs now, he has already signed certain documents. He should not go and, in secondary school, we used to say, shine yourself. He should not go and embarrass himself.
Well, the people of River State are certainly expecting more from him and expecting that whatever choices he's making would be in the interest of the people so that we can at least we can say that governance will be prioritized yet again, because for now it's not prioritized in River State. Mr. Nya-Etok, we have run out of time. We have to wrap up for the news bulletin to come up right next, but we thank you so much for joining us as always. But just in like 30 seconds, if you can wrap up, what you're about to say.
What he needs is to tell the people of River State, I did sign the document. I have an understanding of what I've done. Please trust me and move with me, number 1. Number 2, very quickly, get wise men to advise him. I believe that within a period of 3 months that this thing is exacting, if he has wise advisors, he will be able to turn things. But instead of going to court, forget it, it's not working.
All right.
Let him take this and work with it for now.
Thank you so much, Mr. Nya-Etok. We wish you a wonderful rest of the day. See you again.
Thank you. God bless you.
All right.